You would have heard how Newton discovered the law of gravity while sitting under an apple tree. He put forward the law of gravity at a young age of 23. He also discovered the 3 laws of motion which lay foundation for classical mechanics and their applications in various fields. Newton published these theories in the book Principia Mathematica in 1687. These laws revolutionized the field of science and technology. Newton's first law explains the behavior of the object when forces acting upon it are completely balanced. Newton's second law of motion explains the behavior of an object when forces acting upon it are not balanced. If you haven't watched our previous videos on Newton's law, click on the link given in the description. Newton's third law is easy one to remember among all the 3 laws. It states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Conservation of momentum is the basic principle behind this theory. Consider that you are standing and exerting force F1 over the ground. The ground exerts the same amount of force F2 over you but in the opposite direction. We can quote a lot of examples for Newton's third law. Here we will look in detail about some interesting examples where this law plays a major role. Swimmers always push the water in the direction opposite to their direction of advancement. The same principle is applicable for boat rowing too, where the oars are moved in the opposite direction. After mastering this technique in swimming, you can try to beat the 28 Olympic medal tally of Michael Phelps. When the rocket burns its fuel, it exerts a force on the ground. In return, the ground exerts same amount of force over the rocket. When thrust provided by the burning fuel exceeds the net downward force caused by the rocket's own weight and gravitational pull of the earth, the rocket starts lifting off and makes its way into space. To make it simple for you, have you watched Iron Man movie? Watch how Iron Man balances himself. He produces thrust in all directions to maintain his equilibrium. You might have watched Arnold in the Predator movie, holding a heavy machine gun and fighting against the invisible alien in the jungle. Have you noticed him while shooting the gun? You can see him holding the gun tightly with his forearms and biceps and resting the gun in his shoulders. When the bullet is fired out of the gun, it exerts an equal amount of force in the opposite direction of its trajectory, which is technically called recoil effect. In this case, it is towards the person holding the gun. So when the size of the gun increases, the recoil effect produced by the bullet increases. If you don't provide proper support to restrict the recoil effect of the gun, you may end up hurting yourself. You can see speed limits displayed on the sides of roads. The purpose of this limit is to reduce the probability of mishaps caused by overspeeding vehicles and to minimize damages in case of any accidents. At slower speeds, when you hit an object, the reaction force acting on your vehicle and your body is reduced drastically. You can also learn about the science behind car accidents in our video on Newton's first law. For aircraft takeoff, the principle of action and reaction is very important. When aircraft runs in the runway, velocity of the wind hitting the aircraft increases. This wind is deflected downwards due to the action of the airfoil. In reaction, the aircraft is lifted upward. If you know any other interesting examples, leave it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. For more such entertainment videos, subscribe to Black Story.